Good morning everyone. Today is 14 June 2022, day 225, Jeremiah chapter 23 up to 25. May Tagalog din ako ritong version. Katabi. Jeremiah chapter 23. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel against the pastors that feed my people: Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord. Verse 3, and I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries, whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. Verse 4, and I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall be lacking, saith the Lord. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely, and this is his name, whereby he shall be called the Lord our righteousness. Verse 7, therefore behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, The Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. Verse 9, mine heart within me is broken because of the prophets. All my bones, yea, I am like a drunken man, and like a man whom wine had overcome, because of the Lord, and because of the words of his holiness. For the land is full of adulterers, because of swearing the land mourneth, the pleasant places of the wilderness are dried up, and their course is evil, and their force is not right. For both prophet and priest are profane, yea, in my house have I found their wickedness, saith the Lord. Wherefore their way shall be unto them as slippery ways in the darkness, they shall be driven on, and fall therein. For I will bring evil upon them, even the year of their visitation, saith the Lord, and I have seen folly in the prophets of Samaria. They prophesied in Baal, and caused my people Israel to err. I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem an horrible thing: they commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hands of evildoers, that none doth return from his wickedness. They are all them unto me as Sodom, and the inhabitants thereof as Gomorrah. Therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts concerning the prophets: Behold, I will feed them with wormwood, and make them drink the water of gall. For from the prophets of Jerusalem in profaneness gone forth into all the land. Verse 16, thus saith the Lord of hosts: Hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain, they speak a vision of their own heart, and not out of the mouth of the Lord. They say so unto them that despise me: The Lord hath said, Ye shall have peace. And they say unto every one that walketh after the imagination of his own heart, No evil shall come upon you. For who hath stood in the counsel of the Lord, and hath perceived and heard his word? Who hath marked his word, and heard it? Behold, a whirlwind of the Lord is gone forth in fury, even a grievous whirlwind. It shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked. Verse 20, the anger of the Lord shall not return until He have executed. Guys, sobrang aga dito. Alas 3 lang na madaling araw. Wala kayong maririnig na background na maingay ngayon. Ulitin natin, verse 19. Behold, a whirlwind of the Lord is gone forth in fury, even a grievous whirlwind. It shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked. The anger of the Lord shall not return, until He have executed, until He have performed the thoughts of His heart in the latter days. Ye shall consider it perfectly. I have not sent these prophets, yet they run. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesy. But if they had stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned them from their evil way, and from the evil of their doings. Am I a God at hand, said the Lord, and not a God afar off? Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him, said the Lord? Do not I fill heaven and earth, said the Lord? I have heard that the prophets said the prophecy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophecy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. The prophet that hath a dream, let him tell a dream, and he that hath my word, let him speak my word faithfully. What is that chaff to the wheat, said the Lord? Is not my word like as a fire, said the Lord, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces? Therefore, behold, I am against the prophet, said the Lord, that stole my words, every one from his neighbor. Verse 31, behold, I am against the prophets, said the Lord, that use their tongues and say, Behold, verse 31 guys, behold, I am against the prophets, said the Lord, that use their tongues and say, he said, behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, said the Lord, and that tell of, there's a fly. Ulitin natin yung verse 32 guys. Behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, said the Lord, and do tell them and cause my people to err by their lies and by their lightness, yet I sent them not, nor commanded them, therefore they shall not profit these people at all, said the Lord. Verse 33, and when these people, or the prophet, or a priest shall ask thee, saying, what is the burden of the Lord? Thou shalt then say unto them, what burden? I will even forsake you, said the Lord. Verse 34, and as for the prophet and the priest and the people that shall say the burden of the Lord, I will even punish that man and his house. Thou shall ye say every one to his neighbor and every one to his brother, what hath the Lord answered, and what hath the Lord spoken? And the burden of the Lord shall ye mention no more, for every man's word shall be his burden. For ye have perverted the words of the living God, of the Lord of hosts, our God. Verse 37, thus shalt thou say to the prophet, what hath the Lord answered thee, and what hath the Lord spoken? Guys, pakisundan niyo rin yung daily reading plan niyo na King James Bible. Ulitin natin yung verse 37. Thou shalt thou say to the prophet, what hath the Lord answered thee, and what hath the Lord spoken? But since ye say the burden of the Lord, therefore thus saith the Lord, because ye say this word, the burden of the Lord, and I have sent unto you, saying, ye shall not say the burden of the Lord. Therefore, behold, I, even I, will utterly forget you, and I will forsake you at the city that I gave you. and your fathers, and cast you out of my presence. And I will bring an everlasting reproach upon you, and a perpetual shame which shall not be forgotten. Inom muna tayo tubig, guys. Dali lang. Chapter 24 na tayo. Huh? Ang hahaba ng andi na. Chapter. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 24. Basa rin kayo Bible, guys, para matuto din kayo. The Lord showed me, and behold, 2 baskets of figs were set before the temple of the Lord, after that Nebuchadrezzar, king of Babylon, had carried away captive Jeconiah, the son of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, and the prince of Judah, with the carpenters and smiths from Jerusalem, and had brought them to Babylon. One basket had very good figs, even like the figs that are first ripe, and the other basket had very naughty figs, which could not be eaten, they were so bad. Then said the Lord unto me, that is thou Jeremiah? And I said, figs, the good figs, very good, and the evil, very evil, that cannot be eaten, they are so evil. Verse 4, again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, like these good figs, so will I acknowledge them that are carried away captive of Judah, whom I have sent out of this place into the land of the Chaldeans, for their good. Verse 6, for I will set mine eyes upon them for good, and I will bring them again to this land, and I will build them and not pull them down, and I will plant them and not pluck them up. Verse 7, and I will give them an heart to know me, that I am the Lord, and they shall be my people. And I will be their God, for they shall return unto me with their whole heart. And as the evil figs, which cannot be eaten, they are so evil. Surely, thus saith the Lord, so will I give Zedekiah the king of Judah and his prince. And the residue of Jerusalem that remain in this land, and them that dwell in the land of Egypt. And I will deliver them to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth, for their heart, to be a reproach and a proverb, a taunt and a curse in all places whither I shall drive them. And I will send the sword, the famine, and the pestilence among them, till they be consumed from off the land, and I give unto them and to their fathers. Huwag nyo kami isama sa parusa, Father God. Pwede ba exempted ang Philippines? Jeremiah chapter 25. Last chapter na yata ito. Wait lang, ha? Dito sa Tagalog may iksi lang. Bakit sa ano? Okay, skip tayo. Hanggang 25 nga lang siya, guys. So, last chapter na tayo. Jeremiah chapter 25. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, that was the 1st year of Nebuchadrezzar, king of Babylon, the which Jeremiah the prophet spake unto all the people of Judah and to all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, from the 13th year of Josiah the son of Ammon, king of Judah, even unto this day, that is the 3 and 28th year, so 23, guys. The word of the Lord had come unto me, and I have spoken unto you, rising early and speaking, but ye have not hearkened. Verse 4, And the Lord had sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened nor inclined. Ye are to hear, they said, Turn ye again now, every one from his evil way, and from the evil of your doings, and dwell in the land that the Lord hath given unto you and to your fathers forever and ever. And go not after other gods to serve them and to worship them, and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will do you no harm. Verse 7, Yet ye have not hearkened unto me, said the Lord, that ye might provoke me to anger with the works of your hands to your own heart. Therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, because ye have not heard my words, behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, saith the Lord, and Nebuchadrezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and will bring them against this land, and against the inhabitants thereof, and against all these nations round about, and will utterly destroy them, and make them an astonishment, and unceasing and perpetual desolations. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth, and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, the sound of the millstones, and the light of the candle. And this whole land shall be a desolation and an astonishment, and this nation shall serve the king of Babylon 70 years. Uso talaga nung araw yung alipin ka, pag nasakop ka guys ng ibang bansa. And these nations shall serve the king of Babylon 70 years. Coming up 400 years. Yata kami nasakop ng Spanish. Okay. Pagkabasahin ko sa inyo yung yung aming history. Tingnan natin kung ilang year tayo nasakop. Verse 12, And it shall come to pass when 70 years are accomplished that I will punish the king of Babylon and the nation, saith the Lord, for their iniquity and the land of the Chaldeans, and will make it perpetual desolations. Verse 13, And I will bring upon that land all my words which I have pronounced against it, even all that is written in this book, which Jeremiah had prophesied against all the nations. For many nations are, and great kings shall serve themselves of them also, and I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to the works of their own. For thus saith the Lord God of Israel unto me, Take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them. Then took I the cup of the Lord's hand, and made all the nations to drink unto whom the Lord had sent me, to wit, Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, and the kings thereof, and the prince thereof, to make them a desolation and astonishment and hissing and curse, as it is this day. Verse 19, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and his servants, and his prince, and all his people, and all the mingled people, and all the kings of the land of Uz, and all the kings of the land of Philistines, and as Uz ba yan, or Uz, the land of Uz, and all the kings of the land of the Philistines, and Askelon, and Ezza, and Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod. Verse 21, Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon, and all the kings of Tyrus, and all the kings of Zidon, and the kings of the isles which are beyond the sea, Dedan and Tema and Buz, and all that are in the utmost corners, and all the kings of Arabia, and all the kings of the mingled people that dwell in the desert, and all the kings of Zimri, and all the kings of Elam, and all the kings of the Medes, and all the kings of the north, far and near one with another, and all the kingdoms of the world which are upon the face of the earth, and the king of, at least na banggit tayo dito sa earth, kasama tayo yan, which are upon the face of the earth, and the king of Shishak shall drink after them. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, drink ye, and be drunken, and spew, and fail, and fall, and rise no more, because of the sword which I will send among you. Verse 28. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup of thine at thine hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, Thus said the Lord of hosts, ye shall certainly drink. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city, which is called by my name, and should ye be utterly unpunished, ye shall not be unpunished, for I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith the Lord of hosts. Therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, The Lord shall roar from on high, and utterly his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that treated the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. And I shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord hath a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. And the slain of the Lord shall be at the day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. Howl ye shepherd, and cry, and wallow yourselves in the ashes, ye principal of the flock, for the days of your slaughter and of your desperations are accomplished, and ye shall fail, and ye shall fall like a pleasant vessel. And the shepherd shall have no way to flee, nor the principal of the flock to escape. A voice of the cry of the shepherd and an howling of the principal of the flock shall be heard, for the Lord hath spoiled their pasture, and the peaceable habitations are cut down because of the fiery anger of the Lord. He hath forsaken his covert as the lion, for their land is desolate because of the fierceness of the oppressor, and because of his fiery anger. So hanggang dyan lang siya, guys. Okay, bye everyone. God bless.